What's up, Bassholes? The Basshole podcast is sponsored by BlueChew. That's right, BlueChew is an online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, but at a fraction of the cost and in a chewable form. That's right, you chew it. We all like to chew on things. You know, they say there's nothing sexier than confidence, and, BlueChew can help give you the confidence where it counts. And let me tell you something, we've got a special deal for our listeners. You can try BlueChew absolutely free when you use our promo code BASSHOLE at checkout. You just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promo code BASSHOLE to receive your first month free. So visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we want to thank BlueChew for sponsoring the podcast. Now, let's meet some Bassholes.
What an asshole!
Podcasting from Basshole Studios in Hollywood, California.
Yo, what time is it?
You're listening to I'm a Basshole with Doug Bass. We've all been one.
He's an asshole.
So let's laugh about it. Now, here's your host, Doug Bass.
What's up, Bassholes? Welcome to the Basshole Podcast. I'm Doug Bass, your host. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to follow the podcast on YouTube at Basshole Show and IG and Spotify, wherever you get your podcast fix. Just follow us. Do it. You'll thank yourself later. We got a great show today. What happened to my... Oh, there we go. Got a great show today. Our guest today is podcaster Ryan Pownall, and comedian Jessica Alaniz is joining us as well. And Liam, is that right? Liam, all right. We'll meet Liam in a minute. Let's jump in because we got a great show. Guys, what's going on? Welcome to the studio. How's everyone doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah, Ryan, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I feel good. I'm cracked out on Aderall right now.
Yeah. So you were telling me that it's Adderall Monday.
Addy Monday.
Monday.
Yeah, every Monday the last 5 years. Yeah.
Yeah, last 5 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
No Mondays off.
Once a week.
Every Monday I OD on it. It's unhealthy. It's sick.
Why do you do it on Monday? You got a lot of stuff to do. What brings you there?
Okay, you ever seen the movie Limitless?
Is that what
No.
Bradley Cooper?
Yeah. He takes that pill, and they say you can only use 10% of your brain. This lets you use all of it.
Right.
Well, I kind of do that.
Okay.
With Adderall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to take like 10, 20 milligrams.
Yeah.
Right.
Every Monday I take 60 or 80.
60 or 80?
Yeah, and I go fucking psycho.
Nice.
You need a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep,
Before or after?
the good night's sleep before.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I work usually about 22 hours, right? Yeah. I wake up at 8 and I work till about 6 a.m.
Really?
And I want to say it feels like a month's fucking work. The crazy thing is, I don't even, normal me doesn't even really know what the fuck, it's like a superhero.
Yeah.
Like, wow, the next day I try to jump in, I'm like, what were you doing? What is that spreadsheet?
What does this mean?
I can't
What
even-
message did I send myself?
Your Mondays are like the reverse for everyone. It's like everyone's like, dragging to go back to work or whatever, and you're just like, let's go, let's do it. Yeah.
But the worst part is my penis doesn't work.
on Monday.
On Mondays?
Yeah, well, it's 48 hours. Even Tuesdays, I can't get hard.
Now is the next day is like Tuesday? Is tomorrow like a fucking just like you got to get back on track? Is it drag
do you
you
like
down?
sleep all day?
How do you like transition from Monday to Tuesday?
Yeah,
like that?
Tuesdays I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah, okay.
I'm really depressed. I'm unhappy.
Right.
My dick doesn't work. I just
Right.
want to lay in bed and jerk off, but I can't get hard.
The struggle,
it's so
my
bad.
God.
Yeah.
The
Like,
problem.
Tuesdays I do try to jerk off, and I actually.
Do you schedule that too?
Yeah, 5 p.m. Tuesday.
Right.
Just as the sun's about to go down, and I come from a soft dick.
Really?
Yeah, Mondays I
that
can't.
Like a
possible?
toothpaste tube.
Yeah,
It's like a pre-cum, no?
but it's the full.
It's a full.
It's a full. How are you?
load. Yeah. Okay, all right.
That's like
Yeah.
interesting.
That's interesting.
That's- yeah,
I don't know if I've done that before.
It's not good.
I don't think it's a goal of most to have that happen.
No,
No.
I aim to have erections.
Yeah.
One time I wanted to jerk off so much, I took a Viagra just to masturbate.
Really.
The dedication is
Yeah.
unreal.
I took one of those once, a Viagra. Yeah.
Oh, I
It's-
don't leave
it's-
the house without it. I think I probably have it on me right now.
What is this? What is this?
Oh, not today. I really didn't think we'd have sex, Dougie.
No, not today. No. No, that's
today.
your podcast that you have people fucking on.
Yeah.
Speaking of your podcast, you have the #1 adult podcast in the world, Pillow Talk, with
world.
Ryan Pownall.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, congratulations on that. That's pretty awesome.
That's amazing.
Yeah, now this podcast is super fun. I mean, it's I've watched a couple episodes here, and when did you start this?
So I used to do the nightclub shit back in. I'm Canadian.
That's what I was gonna. You're Canadian.
I'm
Okay,
Canadian,
right.
yeah. So I was a nightclub owner. I was hosting 7 nights a week. I was the party alcoholic degenerate promoter owner guy.
So
Right.
you give promoter vibes.
Do I?
Yeah.
So you think I'm a douchebag?
Well, you give the vibes.
That's
Do
very
the-
nice.
Don't you own a club?
Not
Or-
anymore.
or no, you
I
used to.
sold my shares when I came out
Okay,
here. But
okay,
yeah,
yeah.
I've owned probably 5 or 6 clubs now.
5 or 6 clubs. That's cool. Yeah.
And then I had a big festival, Palooza Beer Pong Festival.
Nice.
Which is the world's largest beer pong tournament. Guinness World Record. Google it.
Oh,
No cap.
I love beer
Really?
pong. Oh, what about flip cup?
Flip Cup's cool.
That was never a part of it though.
Well, no.
Oh.
Not-
I like beer pong as well, but like every time I go to a party now, it's rare that I get invited to a party that has beer pong lately. But like when I see it, I'm like, oh, I want to do that. But then I feel like I'm too old. It's gonna be embarrassing.
No,
whatever.
no.
But I need to find more beer pong party. We got to bring that back in LA, right?
Yeah,
For the
our
summer,
friend
for the summer.
Marco.
Marco does it.
He's a big beer pong. He's
Is he?
bringing me back into it.
Yeah, yeah,
You know?
yeah.
I love the little like when people do tournaments, like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
center it around. That's the best.
It is
Like
the
a holiday
best.
weekend.
World's largest tournament.
Right. Right.
4,000 people.
You got to get that going in LA.
I know.
I think it would be.
To be
like,
honest,
by the
it was-
beach, West Side or something maybe. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it was like 4 or 5 months of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
And
yeah.
it made no fucking money.
Right, right.
It was just for fun.
But my plan was to like make a living
Just
off
get
it.
the sponsors
Oh.
involved. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know
Yeah,
how to
yeah.
do that back
Oh
then.
my
Yeah.
god, but you could make it like traveling around to different little cities.
See, that was the idea.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna do.
Turn it into like football. Like everyone's got a team, and a mascot or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's teams of 2, and I would give away an even bigger prize to the best costumes. So
Yeah.
it looked like
Really?
Halloween.
That's awesome.
I love that.
Yeah, so it was really cool.
Yeah.
I was doing that, and then COVID hit, and
Yeah.
just fucked my whole life up.
Okay, so that fucked up the club scene for you.
Yeah.
I'm imagining the beer pong league, whatever.
Yeah, everything I was
So-
doing just got fucked.
So COVID hits, and is this when you kind of start getting into podcasting, sort of?
Yeah, so, okay, back in 2013, I did one stupid YouTube video with my grandfather, Grandpa
Right, I
Poochie.
read that you interviewed your grandfather about his sex life and stuff,
Yeah.
Which is amazing. Pretty
Did
much.
he know that going into it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
fucked just like me.
Oh, okay, nice. So he was like, I've been waiting for this moment.
Yeah.
So it was called Sex in the 50s.
Okay.
And it went crazy viral.
Right.
I had to take it down when he died. My family asked me, like,
Sorry
this is
to
the
hear
only
that,
thing
yeah.
that pops up when you Google him. Him talking about orgies with Grandma Doris.
Like his obituaries.
nice.
You can't even find the obituary, but you find that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, because there was one clip that went crazy viral of it, and this clip was on, because Instagram and shit didn't exist back
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
before even Facebook could put videos.
Okay.
So this clip was on, like, E-Bomb's World or something.
I remember that. That was like
Yeah.
you submitted like tapes and some
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Or something like that. Yeah.
It was a clip my grandfather just talked about how my grandma Doris had the biggest bush in the world, and he had to fight through it to eat her pussy, but she wouldn't fuck him unless she was wet. people were like, "What the fuck?" This is 2013. People weren't really talking about sex back then.
Yeah.
on the internet.
Right. This
So
is-
that went crazy.
Wait, was
That's
Grandma
it.
Doris alive to like listen to this?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we kept it behind her back.
She didn't know about
It
it.
was the best kept secret.
Yeah. Did she ever
She's
listen
like
to
my
it?
sweet husband.
No, she still has no idea.
She still has no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is interesting though, because it's like the fact that you you interviewed your grandfather about his sex life and his marriage to your grandmother and stuff like that. It's like those are things like I always like. Yeah, like even my parents, I'm like, yeah, like who'd you date before dad? Like what was, like well, mom, like what was your, did you go to the clubs? Did
Yeah.
you fucking get down? Like it's like you wanna, I don't know. I'm like,
You want to know, but
it's-
you don't want to know.
You don't want to know, but you kind of like,
Yeah.
what was the scene like back then?
I
you know?
agree.
Were
Like-
you sleeping around? Were you
Yeah.
a slut? I don't know.
Have you had any STDs? Have you had an orgy?
Right. Yeah.
You know,
had
did
a
you guys
threesome?
swing with
Right.
who?
So you went right for your grandfather for all these stories. Yeah, yeah.
Top of the food chain, work your way down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then when COVID hit, someone told me, he's like, hey, you know a few celebrities from promoting. When they come to Toronto, I would host them.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you do that grandfather thing as a podcast where you interview celebrities about sex? I was like, fuck, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
Because back then there wasn't any sex podcast. Now there's a billion, obviously.
right.
So that's how it started. It was a celebrity sex podcast.
Okay.
So I would do it on Zoom because COVID, and I had like reality TV stars.
So
stuff like that.
what kind of celebrities are you getting? The reality stars, pretty much.
Yeah, like, Netflix Too Hot to Handle just came out.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I got the star of it, Francesca.
Okay.
And she went to high school with me, so that's how I got her.
Got it.
And then the guy that she
shit.
was with on the show, Harry Jowsey, they just broke up, so she shit talked him. He came on, shit talked her.
Nice.
So right away, it got a little
Like
buzz.
perfect.
Back and forth.
Yeah. And then I just kept doing people I've met over the years on Zoom.
Right.
And then only a year and a half later did I interview a porn star.
Okay.
Mia Malkova, who's one of the biggest of all time.
And and that was one of your first the porn star interviews, right? Yeah.
She was
Was
the
that
first.
like your intention? You're like,
No.
I want to work up to
No,
porn
no,
stars?
not at all.
No, it just kind of
Oh.
a happy
Just-
accident, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, if you want to hear that story.
Sure.
So she's my most masturbated to human being on earth.
Uh-huh.
I've jerked off to Mia Malkova 4,462 times. and counting.
How do you know
Right.
that number?
Do you keep like a log?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just.
Were you
I-
always?
I-
You're obsessed with porn? Sex
No, I'm not
stories?
obsessed with porn.
You
That's
weren't.
what everyone thinks.
But
I-
you started getting into it more, obviously, when you're interviewing these porn actresses. I'm guessing.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this: after I've met them and become friends with them, I don't jerk off to them anymore.
Right. It's kind of weird, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah, it's like
kills
your
the
friend,
fantasy.
yeah.
a
Now you're
little bit.
friends, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It'd be like me
Don't
jerking
meet-
off to you, Doug.
Don't meet your heroes,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now I jerk off to I do a lot of live cam porn
okay.
on Jerkmate.
A Jerkmate, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I did
Chatterbait,
not
Jerkmate,
realize
yeah,
was
yeah.
a real thing until I was watching your podcast.
Oh, yeah?
And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, it's a real website.
It's
I thought
fucking
it was just
amazing.
Like,
Now
And
that's
the
that's
fake
like
little
that's like
one.
that's like solo stuff, right? Or is that like you go on and like there's
Like
cam
cam
girls,
girls.
right? Like Chatterbait, Jerkmate, like is that the same kind of thing?
Yeah, but the whole world's doing it wrong. Only
Yeah.
like 2% of society are doing how I get down. This is the best, okay?
All right.
So you go request cam to cam. A lot of guys just sit in that room with a bunch of other dudes and jerk off to them, like
Right.
sitting there and they're just.
They don't show their face. They're just like in closets. And
Okay,
yeah.
I only use the face once.
Right.
For sure.
Right.
And then you go request cam to cam. Now you're on like a FaceTime.
You're on a FaceTime.
with the cam girl.
on the
I didn't know that was
website.
an option.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a
Yeah,
chat room only.
with your face on it too.
Yeah, and then you tip them and whatever, and they'll do things.
They bill you per minute.
per minute. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So the first 5 minutes, I like to like spit game, pretend I'm earning it. You know what I mean? So
Right,
I like to be
right.
like, you look cute today, baby. Where you from? Oh, Colombia. I've never been. You know?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Earn it a little bit. I like
Jerkmate.
that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
almost respectable. You're like,
I mean,
doing me a
and that
favor.
shit took off. I mean, it was always around, but like that stuff really blew up during COVID because people were lonely, sitting at home,
Fucking right.
jerking off.
Yeah.
Like, no one. Some people are with their significant other, some people don't have them. You know, like they're,
Even if they had them.
even if they had them, I got divorced during COVID.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a whole. Everyone had their own little like situation going on. So,
So,
like,
so then I'll be, 5 minutes in, I'll be like, oh, can I, even though she's ready to get naked.
Right.
I like to trick myself into I earned it. So I'll be like, hey, can I see one little nipple, baby?
Yeah.
Oh.
You draw it out. Yeah.
And then 4 minutes after that, we're just co-masturbating together. And it's
See, that's
fucking
nice. See,
awesome.
That's nice, but you take your time with her. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
don't just jump right. A lot
It's
of
unexpected.
Yeah.
It's,
not
not
just
expected.
like,
Yeah,
just give it to
a
me,
lot of these
no.
people are cheap motherfuckers, and they're probably like, no, I only want to pay for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Let me get off.
Yeah,
right
a
away,
lot of
you know?
them, they just have the camera on their dick.
Right.
They're already hard. And they're just,
which they don't want to see.
And the girl's
it's
like, "Come on."
It's like,
Like,
it's
have
the
a
fuck
little
outta here.
decency.
yeah. Go on a date with her. You're like whining and dining her. You know?
exactly.
It's like,
Yeah. It gets
little-
expensive, though.
Yeah,
Wait,
sure.
can-
Just like a real
Post
date.
nut clarity hits and you see it hit the credit card, you're like, fuck, was that 22 minutes?
It's
You're
like,
like,
a
"Damn it."
it's like a real date,
I'm gonna
kind
talk
of,
to
but
my
like
wife, though.
you're at least going to be able to jerk off in front of her at the end.
Right.
Like you go to dinner here, it's like I don't know, I might not see this girl again. $200 later.
I went through a phase in like February where got like obsessed with one of the girls,
Yeah.
and I was doing it every day with the
Really?
same. Every day, 8 o'clock, we
Yeah.
met up. Pretty much 6 days a week, not Saturdays. We took Saturdays off.
Yeah.
Well, what about Addie Monday?
He's doing
Okay,
he's
so
doing, you're doing real
Addie
work
Monday,
on
I
Addie
would
Monday.
go on and just talk to her and be like, my dick doesn't work today, baby.
This is just the friendship day.
Yeah.
I'm paying for the friendship
You're just
right
talking. You're just talking. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
so
yeah.
I would do it on Mondays like that. But
Yeah, yeah.
then I got my credit card bill and I was like, holy
Oh my
fuck.
god, how much you drop on something like that?
So it's about, the girl I liked was $10 a minute.
$10 a minute.
And it was like,
wow.
15 to 20 minute calls every day.
Wow.
So it was like, about $200 a day. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh God, I could have just,
now. Dang, what a living.
I could have just bought 10 hookers.
That's a new. Well, it's replaced like the 900 numbers and like
Yeah.
all that shit. I mean.
Wait, do they ever catch people like screen recording?
oh,
Oh yeah.
the
good
dudes?
question.
Yeah.
okay.
Is there like a system that stops
Yeah,
This
that?
is what I lose sleep over.
Because you're like, these poor girls. They're getting
My
screen
anxiety
recorded.
is through the fucking roof. What
Right.
if, these
What
girls.
if this porn
Oh,
is?
if they're recording you?
Well,
That's what I'm scared of.
If you're jerking off and
Oh.
someone's recording it and then they release it on YouPorn or whatever, yeah.
Because, they're in the porn community.
Right.
Yeah.
What if they know my show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I have
And
had
they-
girls
and
be
they-
like,
and
And
oh,
they're like a
pillow
little
talk.
black
And they most
Yeah.
likely do. Yeah. It's like, yeah.
Ooh.
So now I'm just
Amazing.
full face jerk off,
Have you ever considered wearing a mask while you're doing it?
One of those ones you still know who it is, but it's like, but
Yeah,
my
like a
eyes are
Zorro
covered.
mask.
The thing is, these girls are so used to ugly, creepy men
Right.
that I actually do my hair.
You get dressed up.
I
for
try
it.
it.
That's a lot of nice
Yeah.
considerations you put into
Yeah.
it.
Because
I'll
I
talk
want them
them
to
a
be
little
into
bit.
it.
You really, you're trying to form a
What a
relationship.
gentleman.
Now,
What
have
a
any of these
what a
jerkmate,
jerkbait
the cam
gentleman.
girls, have they been on your show? Have you formed relationships where you have them come on the show?
Yeah, actually, we just put out a clip today, actually, where we had this girl, Renee from Australia, answer, and she really vibed with Adriana Chechik and Adam 22.
Oh, I saw
Right.
that.
We're on this- you
I
saw
watched,
that?
I watched that one,
Oh,
yeah.
how about
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
blood.
I was like, that's
And we're like, we're going to fly you down.
You've had
She
a
was
lot.
like, I'm in.
Yeah, you've had Adriana Chechik, Jules Jules Blue, Dan Dangler, Emma Hicks, just to name a few. Like these are like some of the top porn stars out there. And
Yeah.
and they're all coming on Pillow Talk. Just
We pretty much had every single one on except for 3 really big ones, which is Mia Khalifa. But she fucking.
I've heard of her, and I
She's
don't know
out
anybody.
of porn. Porn
Yeah.
hates her. She hates porn.
she's like more mainstream now or whatever.
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck
Now,
she-
have you been trying to get people that you can't get that they don't want to go on it? Like, anything
Yeah.
like that? Yeah.
You know,
A lot of
okay,
people.
for example, Kendra Lust.
Yeah.
She's, probably the biggest MILF of all time.
Right.
And I'm begging her to come. We have a good relationship. And she's just like, listen, I have daughters now in high school. I don't want to promote my porn career.
Right.
Whatever's out there is out there. I don't want to fucking spice it
You
or
wanna spice-
spike it
yeah,
up.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to go
Fair.
viral talking about porn. So, that makes me sad.
If they're kind of slowing down in their career, it's like it is what it is.
But I think that's so interesting to talk about it as like a mom who has real daughters in the real world.
Yeah.
Who's like does MILF porn to talk about like how it affects their relationship and why she's trying to like protect. I think that's so interesting.
It is interesting because it's like, at some point, like, when the kids are old enough, they're gonna find this or they're gonna hear about it.
their friends are
whatever.
gonna
Their
find
friends are
it.
gonna be jerking off to their
Yeah.
mom or something.
Yeah.
And it's like there's that conversation. Like, how do you figure that out? You know
Well,
what I mean?
okay,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of hate going towards sex workers right now saying,
Right.
what's it going to be like when you have kids? This is going to be on the internet forever. Well, guess what? People said this about tattoos.
Yeah.
What's it going to be like when you're dad? Now we're all going to be tatted.
Well, it is
And
interesting,
everyone's just
yeah.
going to have a fucking OnlyFans.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
So who
it's
cares?
like it's like
it won't be that weird.
Everyone, not everyone, but like a lot of people have OnlyFans now, and they're not porn stars. They're not professionals. They've, some of them are very amateur, and then some people have taken the OnlyFans stuff to the next level and making a very good income off of it every month. And it's almost like a normal thing now, porn, not like it was back like
100%.
when I was growing up or whatever. It's like the stigma is kind of, falling off a little bit, I would say.
I think all pretty girls should do it.
All
honestly.
pretty girls,
I
yeah.
encourage every girl to do an OnlyFans. The money these girls are fucking
Well, that's what I
making.
mean.
It's so insane
It's
when you hear what
insane.
people are pulling in.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it's like, why go to college? Why become a lawyer? Why work at fucking Macy's or whatever the fuck they're doing? You know what I mean? Yeah, like you're gonna make way more money doing this.
I have a
online.
friend who hasn't even gone nude. No nips, no.
Yeah, some people do it very strategically.
Yeah, just bikini.
Yeah.
And
But
then-
she's figured out how to go viral
Right.
on social media. She makes $400,000 a month.
right.
$400,000 a month.
Yeah, and then other people are
That's insane.
retarded about the way they go about doing it, and
Yes.
and they're just out there for the attention, and they're not charging what they should be charging, and they're stupid.
Yeah.
yeah, they just
when
want
it
like the
comes down to it.
validation of it.
Yeah, there's
The
some girls
validation,
doing
there's
full
some kind of
full
sick thing
sex
going on.
tapes,
Yeah.
making $1,000 a month,
Yep.
and then this girl's bikini $400,000 a month.
Right.
There was someone
exactly.
who like
It's
all she-
entrepreneurship.
Yep.
Yeah, there's someone all she does is go to like waterfalls in a bathing suit and like kind of stands under the waterfall and that's it and makes so much money doing that.
Yeah,
and it's like no nudity, no anything, but like the imagery is like sold for people.
What was interesting when I was in Oklahoma or whatever, I went to go to YouPorn. I was in the hotel alone. And I was like, I gotta fucking jerk off before this show, and I went
So
on
stressed.
YouPorn, and it was locked because I guess it's part of the Texas ordinance or whatever, and it's like banned there now unless you go in and like do the age verification.
Oh yeah,
unless you-
Texas. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, fuck, man. Like, you can't even go on your fucking phone and look this up anymore. It's like in some states, it's like crazy.
Crazy.
That's
Not
wild on
going
your
to
own
Texas
phone.
anytime soon.
No, there you go.
I was looking
No.
at the cheap real estate there, then I saw that you can't jerk off there.
You can't jerk off, yeah.
You have no fun
You have to
there.
ask permission.
You have no fun there.
I'd rather pay 50% tax on a overpriced house than not be able to masturbate.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
exactly,
Sorry,
yeah.
Texas.
The ROI on that is
Yeah, and
not
there's hot
good.
girls there too.
Right. But getting back to so the podcast, you've had everyone on this thing, and like, have you tried to like reach out to like, I don't know, like, a classic like a Jenna Jameson or something like that, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jenna's coming on in a month.
she is?
In July.
Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
we're finally doing Jenna. She's never done a podcast.
That's awesome.
So really excited for Jenna Jameson.
But she's been out of the game for a while,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
She's
She's
the Michael Jordan of this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She is.
She's Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah, we had I had Sylvia Sage on this show. Have you met her yet?
Yeah, I know Sylvia. She's great.
She's great. Yeah.
So you like the porn girls, eh, Dougie?
I don't. I mean, they're very interesting. They're very. I mean, sure. Yeah.
You
yeah.
like
Why
the
not?
conversation, don't you?
Interesting.
I'm divorced. Yeah.
They're
I'm 43.
very
I'm divorced. Sure. I'll
interesting.
like a porn girl.
I think
Why
it's
not?
trauma from your ex.
Probably.
Yeah, you're like, I want to get in the
Probably,
mindset of
yeah.
them. I want to know what you were thinking.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Now, you date porn stars? Have you dated these
Yeah.
some of these friends of yours? Or-
Yeah.
or not? Yeah.
I-
Wait, have you ever done porn?
No,
You're like a hard
just
I will
talks
never.
I don't have a good dick.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a good penis. I mean, it's getting bigger now.
That's very self-aware.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I
mean,
have
it's getting bigger. Sorry, I'm like.
Well, there's porn dick. You're right. There's porn dick, and then there's like adequate dick for like, hey, this is good enough for you, right, babe? You know, whatever.
girls tell me I have what's called boyfriend dick,
Boyfriend dick.
which
That sounds like
nice.
an insult. That sounds like
That's
an
what
insult.
they think it's sweet to tell me
No.
that. They say
I feel like that means that it works. You know, it'll get the job done.
that's what they say.
we can have kids, whatever. You know,
But
That's like if someone says like, "I could take you home to my mom." You're like that.
yeah.
So no, I don't
right.
like that. Like that was
I
mean.
could, but they're telling me I could take your dick home to my mom.
Yeah,
And-
like she'd
Right.
approve.
It won't
You're
scare
like,
her.
"Oh."
So I take it as an insult.
Yeah,
You know.
Right.
I would too.
So I started throwing it back at my girl. I started saying, "You're not fat, baby. You have girlfriend weight."
Oh,
You know, I
You
throw
have-
it back at her.
You have mom hips. That would be the
Mom
worst.
hips?
If someone you have
Oh.
mom hips, I'd be
yeah,
like,
yeah. You have hips built for bearing a child.
Yeah.
So 2 years ago, I dated a girl named Kaylee Gunner.
Okay.
Who recently blew up.
Right.
She's Brazzers contract star now, which in comedy terms is she's a regular at the store.
Right. She's a Brazzer regular.
I get it now.
Yeah.
My
There you
feeble
go.
comedy brain.
You know, she's on the
Like,
NBA All-Star team.
How long did you guys date for?
We dated for like 3-4 months.
Yeah.
And then I got another girlfriend, which I dated for a year and a half. And then that didn't work out. I didn't cheat on that girl for a year and a half. She cheated on me, though.
There's a lot of cheating going on.
There's all, well, not me. I actually
You're
don't
loyal.
fucking cheat.
You're loyal.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
She cheated on me.
Well,
So,
was she a porn star?
no, she was
No.
a model.
Model.
Yeah. So
Model might be worse than a porn
I was
star,
gonna say
would
that.
think.
Yeah.
100%. Because
Right?
you know why? Because the porn girls are getting tested
Right.
every week and they're only sleeping with each other.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I've never got anything from sleeping with a porn star.
Yeah.
I've gotten everything from sleeping with like bottle service girls,
Yeah.
Oh.
Instagram models. Mm-hmm. I've gotten fucking you name it from them.
Name it. And you were saying that you did the live Basshole show a couple weeks ago, and the woman in the audience with the gazangas, the big gazanga, Mariade,
Maradia.
Maradia, whatever. Yeah.
Songas? How? What?
You weren't there for the show, but yeah.
What did you think of her?
She was a character. She was a pill. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't understand her for part of it, but she's your neighbor, right? You
Literally.
said, and then you guys hooked up a bunch of times or whatever.
3 times.
3 times. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So she.
I think I fully. Have you seen Baby Reindeer?
I haven't seen it yet. No.
Okay, so it's about a stalker.
Okay. Yeah.
And I feel like she fucking stalked me.
Really?
To be honest, like I'm not.
Did you
gonna,
invite her to the
To, like,
show, or was
move
she?
in?
Yeah,
was
now
she-
because
okay.
now I just fucking bought into the system. I'm like,
Right, right.
whatever, we're friends.
Right.
You know. So
Keep them close.
yeah, I'm in the hot tub one night, and then this, she's hot.
Yeah.
She rolls in.
She
and-
showed up with a see-through top. for the show.
Yeah, right.
We
She
put her
was-
on stage.
So she was wearing a fucking just covering the nipples bikini.
Yeah.
Comes in. I was there Sunday night by myself, 8 p.m. just hung over like, And then she walks in. I'm like, oh hey, you're pretty fucking cute. What's your name? And then we end up staying in the hot tub together 2 hours. And then at the end of it, she goes, what's your name? Oh Ryan. Oh what do you do? Oh And then I ask her, hey, what's your Instagram?
Yeah.
Like 2 hours later.
Yeah.
And she's pretending she's getting to know me. So I add her. Then I go to messages. And she's DM'd me over 20 times.
20 times.
And
Jesus
saying,
Christ.
hello.
Wait, did she not connect the dots? Are
Oh,
you-
she fucking connected
Oh,
the.
you think she really
Yes.
did?
Let me tell you this. Then when we went to hook up, I went to her place. She has a view. She looks right over the hot tub. She saw me.
Yeah.
She
She
came
knew.
down. She shot her shot.
Yeah.
It was, let me
Strategic.
come on the podcast. Can you introduce me to
Oh,
more
yeah,
porn
yeah,
girls? Blah blah blah.
She does porn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On
Okay.
her OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. Okay. Yeah.
So then I'm like, oh my God, she fucking stalked me. I told my mom and dad. I said, Dad, what do I do about this? She goes, she definitely moved in your building, knew where you lived, moved across the hall on purpose. She's stalking you, Ryan. She's
Yeah.
stalking you. Stay the fuck away.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, you're right. She FaceTimed me right after. She says, you want to come fuck? I went over there and had sex with her.
Like, well, I just gotta know for sure
Yeah,
if that's what
right?
she did.
Yeah, she seemed a little.
yeah, come on.
She was entertaining, but yeah, she was a little off her rocker. at one
I'm just
point.
like always blown away that someone would put that much effort to stalk somebody. Like I gotta go to their building and that.
Well,
Yeah.
that is interesting
Across
now
the hall.
because of your podcast. Like, the OnlyFans girls are reaching out to you now, maybe to become more popular on their
Yeah.
site and whatnot. I'm imagining,
Wait, do you feel
gotta-
like that makes it hard to have like a genuine connection with anybody then? Because you're always like, wait, are you using me to get?
I know
better?
exactly the type that
Right.
pretends to flirt with me to
Right,
get
right.
something. It's always like they're not in mainstream porn, but they do. They're like 100K
dabble.
followers to 300K followers. They do porn on their OnlyFans and they don't do mainstream. They do porn on OnlyFans.
Right.
They're hot Instagram girls. They're coming to LA in a month.
Yeah.
And those are the exact girls that all pretend to hit on me.
They're looking to break in somehow.
They
or-
flirt,
or, yeah,
flirt,
get
flirt,
more-
flirt. Then they
right.
say, "Oh, you should have me on your show."
Right.
Every time. It's always the same fucking I see it from a mile away.
That's so disappointing. I mean, I guess you get like good sex out of it, but you're like,
No, because they try to take it before they giveth.
Yeah. They're greedy. Yeah.
you're like, do it like me, earn it for at least 5 minutes before.
But then if I have sex with them, that's kind of, and then I put them on the show, that's Harvey Weinstein type shit.
That is true.
Yeah.
You do
So
have
once
you
I've
do
slept
have-
with them,
you
I
do
don't
have
wanna
to
put
be
them on.
You do have to be careful with that. Like, yeah,
Right?
like make it happen before or whatever. Yeah, because like you don't want to. Yeah, it's
Especially
weird.
the,
You know,
like,
if we just,
industry.
if they never even bring up the show
Right.
and we hook up and then I say, you should come on.
Yeah,
That's clean.
let you invite them. Yeah, absolutely.
But if we
yeah.
fuck and then as soon as I nut, they go, so when are you going to have me on the show?
right,
That's almost Harvey.
that's casting couch shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, but
sure.
then isn't it like they're showing a genuine interest in your job?
Oh, come on.
But are they?
They
Are they?
could
I
be.
mean, I
Don't be
know.
so naive in Hollywood.
They could be. They could be like, I think what you do is great. You built this whole business. And
The reality is,
Reality is the woman that says that probably is not on IG model.
I know, I'm like, 'cause that's what I feel like. That's so cool, but I don't. Not
when girls come on the show, it does boost their OnlyFans numbers.
Right.
You know,
Right.
it's business. Because we do 260 million views a month.
Sure.
So it promotes that's about what, 60 million per girl.
Yeah.
So that'll fucking pump them up.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Some girls have, if they gone really viral, it's gone times 4, times 5.
Right.
Their OnlyFans numbers. So they know that. So girls don't want to come on to support me. They're coming on for fucking business.
They're coming
Yeah.
out for business, for publicity,
Yeah.
for views. Yeah.
And then for me, here's something interesting that's happened though. For me, I just want the biggest names possible every week. What's going to go the most viral?
Right.
You know, and if I'm friends with some of them that are smaller, then it gets a little weird where it's like, let's say you're friends with a comedian, Doug, and
Yeah.
they're always like, oh, can you put me on an improv? Can you put me on an improv?
Right.
But, you don't think it's the best move for your show.
Yeah.
That's awkward.
Sure.
Then
yeah.
they start to resent you low key.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Same. I'm sure you get reached out by people all the time. It's like, people want to do the show or whatever. No one really wants to come on the podcast for some reason. You know what's interesting? For this
For some reason.
No, you know what's interesting with this show specifically, because it's a comedy show, but it's storytelling. So like people don't want to tell a story where they've been an asshole. Like they're like they say that they will do it for the live show, and then a lot of people do.
Yeah, they don't want it going
A lot of
viral.
people do, but then some people don't. And then when I have people on here, they change their story for the podcast that they did on the live show, because they're like, I don't want to do that one because it was really dark and this person, might see it. Like now someone's going to see this maybe. And it
Yeah,
lives on
right.
the internet. So they change their whole story or they pick a different one. And it's interesting because it's like, oh, all right.
Well, you know
You're
what?
fine,
To their credit, the shit I say during stand up, I will not say on the internet.
Right. All right. There you
Yeah.
go.
Well, that's like the
'Cause
whole
I-
point. You can like be a little bit removed from it. You're like, it was a joke.
You could be removed
wasn't
from it a little
me."
bit, but you
Yeah.
still,
It's all based in truth.
and you just started doing stand up, right?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
right? Yeah. So did you have fun with it the other night?
I did.
Yeah.
Honestly, I felt like I was just, the crowd was a little tough one.
It was. I mean,
know?
they were rowdy a little bit, but they started. Yeah, it was an interesting crowd. It was
Like
'cause,
they weren't laughing, or they were like.
they were laughing, but there was a lot of. First of all, you sat up front, which when I got up stage, I was like,
Why are you in the audience?
I was confused at first because I met you outside.
I
And
thought
then when
that's how it worked.
and
I didn't know there was a green room.
That's what
I'm
Mark-
so
Wait,
new.
was that your first show?
My third.
But that's
love
what.
it.
But that's what Marco told me last night. I saw him, and he was like, I was like, I got on stage, and Ryan's sitting in the very front seat, like feet on the stage, and I'm like, wait, you're on the fucking show. I'm like, why are you sitting in the front? That never happens. I'm like,
I want to watch it.
You can watch it from the sides. Like everybody understands.
Marco's like,
how
you're a
it
comedian now, Ryan. Get the fuck out
It
of the
was
crowd.
good, though. You were-
I
you know-
wanted to see your set,
yeah,
Marco.
you were a good
That's so
audience
sweet.
member as well
Like,
as a.
So
performer,
Saturday
yeah.
night, I was on a what's it called, the new spot, Buka.
Kookaburra
Yeah.
Lounge. Katie Cazorla's club.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Katie's show. Yeah.
yeah.
So Marco put me on that on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then same shit. I was in the green room, and then it was Marco. Then I don't know why they put me last, but they had me last.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to come out and watch Marco.
Right.
And then the host Andy comes out and he says, "Okay, actually, we're gonna close out with Katie. Katie's gonna come on and she'll be the last one." And then I look up. I'm like, he goes, "I thought you fucking left. Why aren't you in the green room?" I'm like, "I wanted to watch Marco." So then they canceled my gig.
Oh, you didn't go up?
I go in the back. Marco's yelling like, no, we got to get Ryan on. He goes, hey guys, we had a pop-in.
Popping. Yeah.
And I feel like, honestly, pop-ins, people are like, fuck off. Don't you think? Who do you think you are to pop in?
Well, I mean,
on my time.
Well, usually
I saw the card.
It depends how long the show's already gone on.
And a pop in usually, I mean, I know you're a new comedian, but your name though, you got your podcast and everything, but usually it's like, oh, pop in
Joe Coy
David
is gonna be
Spades
here,
pop
yeah.
it in, or whatever, you know what I mean? Like
I feel like because my podcast is successful, people have expectations for me in stand-up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I'm new.
Right.
So it's like, oh, here's Ryan, you know, number 3 comedy pot, and everyone's like, okay,
Yeah.
this guy will be fucking good.
Right.
And then I'm up there like a virgin,
You're like, this is my first time.
and I'm scared to death.
No, I get it.
And then people they look up at me like, make me laugh, clown. You know, I'm like, fuck, I'm new here.
But it was a different. I mean, when you went up on a Basshole show, it was a different. Like you went up at a great time in the show, I thought, because it was a different energy. Plus, it's similar to a podcast where we got the judging panel, and then I'm up there.
I love it.
And
I love it's fucking awesome.
And it was like it worked well for you because like you were telling this story, and then your neighbor got involved, and you guys went back and forth, and then
okay. So I think she heckled me too much.
She did.
And interesting enough, in Baby Reindeer with the stalker,
right?
The guy's a comedian, and she keeps heckling him.
Okay, yeah, I gotta watch it.
It's I have a Baby Reindeer,
right?
Yeah, everybody's been like, it's really kind of like.
Now has she been showing
dramatic.
up to more of your gigs or like?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And now we just kind of like invite her out.
And you still live next to her. Yeah.
That's so
Let me
weird.
tell you a funny story about her, okay?
All right.
So she messages me, this is 2 days ago. How funny is this? This might go over your head because you don't really know how like an OnlyFans works, but she's messaging me saying, hey, Ryan, do you know this girl, Mia Hoffman? She's been stealing all my OnlyFans content.
Oh wow.
She goes, that's me, you know, and she's sending it
repurposing
out.
it? Oh.
She looks kind of like me, but she's stealing my content. So she goes, can you message her? Because I kind of know that girl, Mia.
Right.
And then I messaged Mia like, hey, you're stealing my neighbor's content. They reported your page. This is disgusting. How the fuck could you do it?
Yeah.
And then the girl, Mia, goes, no. Look at the message, like an iMessage message. When it's blue and on the right, it means she sent the fucking message.
Right.
She messaged me her content, screenshotted it, and accused me of stealing it. It's blue. She sent it.
So yeah, how do you even
She's
steal?
fucking retarded.
Yeah, she didn't download anyone's stuff. Yeah.
She is retarded.
Oh god. So she's on OnlyFans.
She reported her
neighbor,
page.
Mariada. How do
Oh
you say
yeah,
it?
she's on OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. All right.
But is she fucking stupid? Embarrassing for me. I'm coming at the girl like, you fucking stole my neighbor's content. How
Right.
dare you?
Yeah.
It's
Accusing
like, no.
her.
She
yeah.
sent it
And
to
she's
me
wrong the entire time.
and took a screenshot of what she sent to me.
Yeah,
I don't even know who the fuck she is.
Hope you're enjoying the interview with podcaster Ryan Pownall. I just want to take a moment to remind our listeners that our podcast, Basshole, is sponsored by BlueChew. That's right. If you want to sign up for BlueChew, you can go to BlueChew.com and you consult with one of their licensed medical providers. And once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. That's right. And the best thing is BlueChew tablets are made right here in the USA. So, they're shipped directly to your door. You're supporting hardworking Americans. The best part, it's all done online. That means no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, no waiting in line at the pharmacy. All right, you don't like to. I mean, that pharmacy line is ridiculous. I don't even want to go there. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead, be ready for whenever an opportunity arises. That way, you're prepared. All right. And when BlueChew arrives, men everywhere are excited to see the postman because your package has arrived. And by package, I mean your package. You know what I'm saying. And then we've got a special deal for our listeners. You can try BlueChew free when you use our promo code Basshole at checkout. That's right. You just pay $5 shipping. And that's BlueChew.com, promo code Basshole to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we want to thank BlueChew for sponsoring the podcast. And now we're going to get back to the interview with Ryan Pownall. Make sure you check out his live show, Dirty Little Secrets. It's going to be at the Bourbon Room in Hollywood on Wednesday, September 11th at 8 p.m. Tickets are on sale at bourbonroomhollywood.com. It's going to be a monthly show there. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to be there going to check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. And now back to the interview.
Yeah, I went on the defense.
See, I didn't. Well, like when she's
retarded.
When she started talking during the show, I didn't know that she was friends with you or whatever. So I just thought, I'm like, oh, this half topless woman in the front row. She's a trip. Like we gotta get her. Like, and usually we didn't really do it, but usually we pick an audience member to come up and tell an asshole story for like a minute.
Oh, okay.
And we like pull a ticket out, and someone random comes up, but we didn't do that this time because we had everyone was booked. It was a tight show. But when I saw her, I was like, yeah, let's get her up here. And then you're like, oh, I know her. She's my neighbor. And then I was like, all right, perfect. I was like, let's go with this and see what happens.
But sex with her was really cool.
Was it?
Because I told her, I've never really had sex with like a Spanish girl that like can't speak English, and that's
Oh yeah.
Very
It's like a
specific.
fetish I kind of had, So she said, okay, you leave, you come back in 10. And then I went to my place, and then 10 minutes later, I knocked on her door, and she was wearing like a Spanish outfit. And she goes, hola papi, estoy na para papi.
Jeez.
I don't speak Spanish.
Yeah, that was not any Spanish.
That wasn't any Spanish.
Yeah.
Jessica,
so I walked
Jessica
in and she
knows
goes,
Spanish. You know Spanish, right?
"Oh,
Yeah.
sí, papi. Oh, mamacita, papi." She kept in character the whole time.
Right.
And I was like, "This is."
So it was like role playing.
That's
I
so
had
sweet
an
of
extra
her.
insurrection. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was hot.
That's nice. Yeah. There you go.
That's so sweet. She's like, all right.
So she'll fucking heckle my shows. She'll
Right.
embarrass me with
All
these
right,
call
so
outs.
she's the baby reindeer. Yeah. All right.
Wow.
She's baby reindeer.
That's interesting. Now your show, one of the most recent episodes you had porn actress Jules Blue on, and she and Dan Dangler was also on the episode, and Dan Dangler's grandfather was on the episode. And was this real?
No.
I was gonna say.
This was pretty much like porn WWE.
Okay, I mean, well, so the grandfather is Dan Dang.
So he's been in porn 25 years. His name is
Okay.
Jack Moore.
I was gonna say, like, he looks
He
young.
looks familiar.
Yeah.
No, he looks like he's in shape. He looks young, but like he looks old.
He won't
like,
say his age. I think he's
Right,
like
right.
probably mid 70s.
Right.
But
Yeah. It's pretty funny though. It's
So
like,
Dan Dangler hits me with this idea. She's like, I want to have a viral episode. So I'm going to book
Right.
an old guy to play my grandpa. We're going to have Jules flirt with him on the show. You're going to
Right.
invite him on the show. Jules will flirt with him. I'm going to get mad, storm off, and then they're going to fuck.
right.
I'm like, wow, that's nuts.
Yeah.
She put the whole thing together.
Okay.
All you
right.
had to do was
Awesome.
just like do your job of being a podcaster.
Yeah. And I didn't think he was that recognizable, Jack Moore.
Yeah.
This point, I've never seen him before.
Right.
But, the Pillow Talk fans are fucking porn fans, right?
Yeah.
And then so we post the clip, we build it up, all this drama and hype, and then all the comments, all these fucking porn nut sickos.
Nah, it's all
That's Jack
fake."
Moore. That's not Dan's grandpa. He was from this place and she's from here. And we're like, oh, fuck these guys. We can't fool them. You know what I
No,
mean?
but like I think
I like the idea.
most people, like, I mean, you put
Yeah.
out those like short clips and then it's like it's about to happen. You're like, all right, now click here and
Yeah.
see the uncensored, which is obviously how it works, and you get people to pay for it or whatever.
So every 6 months, we'll have a porn episode where
Right.
people fuck on the podcast. And that's why if people are
You
going to
just
hate.
sit there and watch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sit
Do you
there.
comment while it's happening?
Yeah, I kind of interview them while they're fucking.
Right. That's pretty wild.
And that's
yeah.
why if anyone's gonna hate on me, they just say you're a cuck. Fuck off. All my comments, if someone's gonna hate, it's like cuck. He's a cuck. He's a cuck. And it's like, yeah, yes, I am.
There you go.
Guilty as charged.
It's like watching a sport.
I thought you had to
or
be
whatever.
married specifically to be.
That's hot wife. kind of
Wow,
stuff.
it's becoming such a loose term.
Oh, it could mean
Cuck,
it's
yeah.
inclusive.
Really, what it means is you like to watch your wife get fucked by another guy. I'm not married to these girls,
Cuckold. Yeah.
so I'm not really a cuck. I
That's
just
what I'm saying.
have a porn show.
You have a porn
and I
show,
interview them
yeah.
while they're doing.
They're doing their job.
Yeah.
They're at work.
There's nothing wrong with it.
But
yeah,
whatever.
I mean,
If that's
yeah.
going to be the hate word towards
Do you
me,
get-
I'll
do you get
fucking
a lot
take
of
it.
hate
No,
comments?
actually, I
No?
don't. And
No.
I'm very shocked by how little hate I get.
Well, because it's like the people that are going to go out of their way and watch your show. It's like they're interested in this. It's like
Yeah.
are you really going to have some Bible Belt, witch watching this shit, being
Yeah.
You're gonna sit there and watch the whole episode. They're going to watch it.
Yeah.
You know what? I just constantly say I have a small dick. I can't get laid.
Right.
I'm constantly self-deprecating.
Well, that's the key to comedy is
That's
making fun
right.
of yourself.
Exactly.
Self-deprecating comedy.
Never think
So,
you're above everybody.
So a lot
yeah.
of people
and
copy-
that's a great quality to have as a comedian.
So it's like, how are you gonna really hate? I'm just talking shit about myself.
Right.
You know.
When I listened to it, I thought it was interesting that it was treating it like an actual job. That you were like, oh, you went to this place, this
Mm-hmm.
place. It wasn't gross. You know what I mean? It could easily be like, oh wait, and then what position? And then you opened your. It could be so gross and
Right.
so
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was like, this is your job. You were coworkers. You talked about how you worked together and
Right.
people you liked and didn't like. So it was.
Oh, thank you.
And
it was very more tasteful.
And then when you're interviewed, you're naturally curious about it. It's
Yeah.
it's like as we all are. Kind of,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, wait, how do you do that position? Who the hell does that
Yeah.
position in real life?
Yeah,
It's
yeah, I'm like, what's your
no one.
motivation
Yeah.
to do that? No, I want to be the best. That's why.
The reason I think the show works so well is because I have a rule. Everyone thinks porn. I want to fuck that girl.
Right.
All day, these girls deal with this shit, and I
Yeah,
feel so
of
bad
course.
for them. It's
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, I'll book her, and then I'll fuck her. Let me book her for photographers are the worst. I'd say.
Oh, yeah.
I'll get an OnlyFans shoot, then I'll fuck her. These girls don't want to fuck all day.
No, they're doing that for their job all
Yeah.
day.
You know-
they want a real relationship with someone, which I'm
Yes.
imagining is very difficult for them to have at some point, unless the guy's totally cool with whatever's going down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The best boyfriends for porn stars are guys that will do like you should have done with your ex-wife.
Set up the lighting. Give
Yeah,
them
So,
exactly.
marketing
Take
tips.
care of it.
They're
Yeah.
down to do the OnlyFans porn with their wife,
Right.
and they're open.
Yeah.
So he's allowed to fuck.
Yep.
She's allowed to shoot porn. They have threesomes together, and then for OnlyFans content, she only uses his dick. in my opinion, those are the happiest couples in porn.
Right.
That's the rules.
I can see that.
The general rules.
And they make a business out of it, and,
Yeah.
they're living
It's like a
nice
family
life.
business.
It's a family business.
Yeah.
What's different between every couple is how much money the guy makes.
Right.
Some will say, "Fuck you, you're dating me. I'm a famous porn star."
Right. And she's
Yeah.
making the big bucks.
She keeps the money.
Right.
But it's still like, but that's
Some say, "Oh no, it's our video, 50-50." You know, some say it's a different between each one.
Well, I mean, it's like if the guy's doing all the production work and the lighting and the film or whatever, arranging everything,
Yeah.
then maybe the percentage is a little bit more favored, equally. But at the same time, she's the one that everyone wants to watch. So
Yeah, they're
it's
not
like
tuning in for him.
she's the star, she's the A-list,
Right.
She's the
So that's where
yeah.
the money talks are
Exactly.
You know, and he's usually not famous.
right.
She's famous.
She's
Yeah.
famous.
So
yeah.
she calls the shots a little bit, you know?
But if they're together, it's like whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially
Yeah.
if they're married, whatever.
Yeah, one thing I find a little strange, and again, if it works for them,
Yeah.
great, no hate. But I couldn't do it. I dated a porn star, right? And I just had to deal with it. She was gonna go shoot on set every day.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah.
But she let me fuck other girls too.
Okay.
So it's like an open relationship.
Open kind
Yeah.
of thing. Yeah.
I never watched her porn. If I saw her on Pornhub, I would click like hide this person because
it.
I don't want to see that shit. Her, big black dick going,
Oh,
going to my
interesting.
girlfriend. You know what I mean?
Right.
What I find crazy, but good for them, is the husbands that film it. They film it and then they edit it and then they run the page for their wife. And to me, it's
That's
just
a lot.
Yeah, I'm filming the love of my life, fucking
Right.
you, and
You're doing like
I'm getting the angles of you coming on my wife's face.
Right, and we
I
all know
just-
how tedious editing is. So it's like they're watching that shot like a million times, trying to get the cut right. Or
Wait,
whatever.
I feel like that would be
Exactly.
the ideal situation.
they're making it slow mo. They're like,
Yeah,
baby,
yeah.
look.
Wait, rewind that again. Can we zoom in on that fucking cum shot a little bit more?
Well, I think that would be the ideal situation because you're like, I know how best my wife looks. I know like
It's a great way to look at it.
So I'm like, I'm gonna picture her as best as possible and make sure these
Yeah.
guys are clean.
Like if he's directing it, like does he go
Yeah.
up to the male actor and be like, "Look, you got to do it this way."
Look,
yeah, like it's not working when you're doing this with her.
She likes this. Okay.
I would think that'd be ideal.
look, I
I'm
agree.
so
I
confused
agree,
that
but
you
it
think
just
that's the worst,
it just
that's the
couldn't be
bad.
me.
Yeah. It's
Like-
it's
But good for them.
It's a lot to deal with. I'm sure.
Yeah,
It's
and,
like
and these couples are different than us. Like they go to sex parties together.
yeah.
They
See, I would-
swing. They swap.
They swing.
I would be
You
like,
know.
that's so hot that my husband can watch this and like take control of the whole situation of
Right.
me and him. And like I'd go home and be like, whatever you want, dude.
Well, I got
like,
news for you. You are a nymphomaniac. Congratulations. You just
Yeah,
diagnosed.
Jessica said she was nervous about this podcast.
really?
Yeah.
You
I was
think
like-
because
I
I'm
was like,
crazy?
why?
No, I was like, I don't know how you're gonna be like here and like I've listened to the podcast and I was like, I'm not like openly like, oh, let's talk about sex
I know.
and
I lost.
pussies and
I lost my mind a long time ago.
like so I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna react to it. I know, I feel like I sound like a very Texas church girl, but I'm
No,
not.
no.
I'm just
What's your body count?
I don't even know.
Oh,
I don't even know.
There you go.
triple digits.
No.
There you go. See, if you stop counting
No.
at one point, like you're healthy. I think.
Well, and then I'm like, and then it does
Like,
become
you
like
lose
the
track of counts,
You're
yeah.
like, what counts? You know, like
what counts?
yeah. Like there was one time in college I hooked
Dick
up with.
and badge. Next question.
Well, no, but like I hooked up with a guy and like I immediately came out of my drunkenness and was like, oh, I need to get water, and then never came back.
Right.
So I'm like, that doesn't count.
That
wait,
doesn't
wait.
count?
But his dick went in your vagina?
Yeah.
I find even if your soft dick just grazes, then it's
just the tip counts.
No.
if you tried to put in the soft tip,
Yeah.
sex.
That's such a
Really?
male like.
Who's
that,
to say it's not?
That's
Yeah.
such a
It
male
was an
count.
almost,
Like, no,
an
I did it.
almost.
I did
Yeah,
it. I
yeah.
swear I did.
It wasn't great.
No,
I
it
Wasn't
know.
your best work.
Right,
Oh.
exactly.
But your penis went in her vagina,
Yeah.
and that's
FYI,
what's
Well,
no-
there's definitely times like I
No
don't.
woman is counting that in their
well,
numbers.
who's to say the rule? What's the
Yeah,
rule?
yeah.
That's my
5
rule.
pumps?
No,
What if-
that you know what that can count. It's like a touchdown when the ball crosses the end zone. It's like
You know when they go up
you
for
know,
that
they throw a
orange-
flag and then you review it. You know.
hey, they go on
No.
the pylon on the end.
Yeah.
They just get it in.
Yep.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Yeah.
Touchdown.
They just
No,
literally
we are
they
not running
touch
by
they touch the
NFL
tip. Yeah.
Yes, that's sex. That's
No,
sex.
this is basketball rules. It has to go through the
Oh
hoop,
yeah, she's
done.
Jess is a
Let
basketball
me ask
girl,
you
yeah.
this: if I put it in your ass just a little bit, and you went, "Oh, stop," you would tell your friends, "Fucking guy stuck it in my ass without asking," right?
I guess yeah, that would. But that's different.
That doesn't
That's
count. Anal
different.
sex doesn't count.
No, because that's not like a universal. Everybody's doing it all the time, every day.
You know what? I just did anal for my first time in probably 5 years.
Really?
Oh, they're gonna say
On
5 times.
yeah, on Sunday.
Okay.
Marco's birthday. After Marco's birthday.
Oh, nice.
I had
nice.
anal sex with a girl named Zoe Gray.
Porn star?
Yeah, she's a porn
Oh,
star.
I was like, does she want her name?
So she's
said?
from the
He
UK.
doesn't care. He's just like,
She's
She's
from
like
the UK.
first and last. I will say. Here's
usually,
her
yeah.
ad.
Usually people are like, I'm not gonna say their name just to be respectful. You're like, yeah, no,
Zoe Gray. She lives on.
yeah.
So
On Melrose
her
Avenue?
husband Matt DMs me and says, "Hey, I met them at AVN, which is the porn convention in January."
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And her
That's in
husband
Vegas,
Matt,
right?
yeah, in Vegas,
yeah.
it's amazing.
I gotta go to that one day.
Now that you're single,
That
yes,
seems awesome.
It's fucking great. And now that you're a nympho, absolutely.
I may just happen to be in Vegas at the same time.
There you go.
yeah, right.
All right. So what happened?
So I meet this couple, Matt and Zoe. He's like 7 foot tall, this guy. And he DMs me last week and he says, "Hey, my wife, Zoe, is going to be in LA. Can you take care of her this weekend?" And I said, "Yeah, of course. Sounds good." He goes, then like 30 minutes later, I messaged him again, like, wait.
What do you mean?
You asking me to fuck your wife? And he goes, "Yeah, dude, do whatever you want." Oh, okay. So I invite her out with Marco and
Right.
our
so
friend
wild
Dustin.
that things
Right.
like this actually
Yeah.
happen.
Oh, they have it. Yeah.
I wanted to stay back at the bar because it was a rap battle my friend was battling. Marco wanted to leave. And Marco says, like, "Hey, you like giving blowjobs?" She gives him a blowjob, the whole 30-minute Uber from downtown back to Barney's Beanery.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Of course, it ends at Barney's Beanery.
I'm like, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So then I get to Barney's later. She's leaving with my friend Dustin, and they're going to get a hotel and fuck. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? He goes,
Yeah.
Ryan, she loves sex. And she goes, "I'm good, mate. I'm good. I'll see you tomorrow." So then next day is Marco's
Oh my
birthday.
god! Now you're like in
Right.
charge of her, though. You're like, I'm responsible
Well,
for
he
this.
said,
Yeah.
she said take care of her.
Yeah.
In more than one way. I
Matt,
guess, right?
Matt DMs me from the UK. He goes, "Hey, how's everything with Zoe?" I'm like, "Well, she blew my friend Marco and fucked my friend Dustin." He goes, "Oh, you didn't get in there yet?" I said, "No, I guess I'll do it tonight."
Yeah, it's on my
It's
list.
just like a wild world. I feel like I'm not in reality right now. This is crazy.
This is LA, Jess.
Yeah.
This just
yeah, but
happening
take me back
every
to Texas.
So,
day. Yeah.
so at Marco's birthday, I see her at like 1:45 a.m. I'm like, "Oh, your husband asked me to fuck you tonight." She goes, "Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's go."
Your husband said it's my turn.
So we go home and
I've
then
waited patiently.
you know, we do the foreplay. Life is good. And then
my
I go to put it in,
Yeah.
and she goes, "Do you have a condom?" I said, "No, I don't actually." She goes,
You don't have condoms on call.
I
Come on.
usually
I thought you would have a
usually just
dispenser by
raw.
your bed. You're
You just,
like,
you just
Yeah.
raw. You don't use condoms.
Right.
Yeah.
And then she goes, "Well, why don't you just stick it in me poopa?
ew, that would immediately turn me off. I'd be
Swear to
like,
God.
I'm out.
Stick it
All
in me
it needs
poopa."
out.
I'm like, "Anal? Yeah. Yeah, give it a try." So I'm like, "Do we put lube?" And she goes, "Nah, just spit on it, mate." So we did anal.
Where's she from?
UK.
That's like an Australian
Where in the
accent.
UK?
Fuck.
Where's she from?
Yeah.
Like Manchester or some shit?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's
She's
the mate that made it Australian.
red light district, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. She sounds a little crass, like pooper. Like that
Stick
kind of
it in me
turns me off a
poopa.
little bit.
That,
Like,
yeah, I'd be like,
I'd rather say
immediately
stick it
out.
in my ass, please.
Yeah.
you
So
know.
we did just anal.
Just anal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Interesting.
and then I Googled, if you're going to get AIDS, is it worse to do vaginal or anal?
Yeah. What does it say?
Okay, so if you fuck a girl raw with AIDS, it's 1 in 10,000 chance that you get it.
Really? Okay.
Good odds.
All right.
Good odds.
Good
You
odds.
have full-blown AIDS. We have full sex,
I
not
do
just
not
the tip.
for podcast listener.
1 in 10,000 odds I get AIDS. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anal, 1 in 100.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa.
Because
why?
AIDS isn't actually an STI, it's a blood
It's a blood disease.
infection.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
really
yeah.
what happens is you need a cut, and then the blood needs to jump from body to body.
You got to use a lot of lube.
Bloodstream to bloodstream. So anal,
It's like more
the
tearing.
ass rips and the dick rips from the rip.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's where they meet, and then the blood jumps over. That's why obviously it's very popular in gay.
Wow.
That's where
like
that's
very,
where AIDS.
My
yeah.
science mind
AIDS
is
with
like,
the gay
oh.
community.
No
Yeah,
offense,
yeah,
Liam,
yeah.
but he's on prep.
offense. That's good.
Smart.
That's good.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
important. Yeah.
Wow.
You got to use a lot of lube with that situation.
That's what. Yeah, coconut butter.
coconut oil. Yeah.
Oil,
It's
oil.
one of the best
Is there a
lubricants.
thing as coconut
natural.
butter?
That's the best for anal.
Coconut-
Apparently, I didn't
coconut
have
oil.
any. We just went
Yeah.
in the pooper raw.
Yeah.
Yeah, spit.
Coconut oil is the best. I guess it's better than regular lube. I guess they're saying.
That's what they
they're
say.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like healthier?
But it's messy. I've used it to masturbate.
It is
and
messy.
After you're like,
It's like
fuck.
stains. It like
It gets all over
like
the
an oil.
sheets. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
but it smells like coconut. So if you like coconut, I guess it's good.
I've done it in my hair to like
Yeah.
make it like more shiny.
Maybe
Put,
that
like,
would be a
coconut
good
oil in my
sponsor
hair.
for this show. Coconut oil
can
would
use
be a
it for
good
a lot of
sponsor for
things.
this show.
Wait, so wants her husband to watch her get fucked. puts lube in her hair.
I didn't say
Is that
I
what you
want
said?
to.
Is that what you said?
Literally,
Clearly?
none of this is what I said.
all
I
right.
didn't say I wanted.
Wait,
I
you're
said,
retracting it now?
I said that would be the better option of all of the options you said
Yeah.
if my husband was there. Secondly, no, I use coconut oil in my hair.
Oh,
not
in your
lube.
hair. Not lube. Yeah.
Hot.
Yeah. Hot. There you go.
I have nothing
do
but-
you have an OnlyFans?
No.
No. All right. No, for comedy, though? It's a comedy thing.
I know. I've debated it.
Oh, I met a comedian this weekend, Uncle Laser.
Oh, I met him last night at the Improv.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he full fucks on OnlyFans.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Uncle Laser? Is
Yeah,
that his comedy name?
he's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. No, he's a nice guy. Yeah.
How was the stand-up?
I didn't see his set. I
Okay.
just met him at the bar real quick. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uncle Laser.
He fucks on OnlyFans?
Yeah, he
really?
fully fucks porn stars. He's a rock star.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's a legend. He's the only comedian that does it. So,
Interesting.
yeah.
All right.
Uncle
And he's hot. You know.
No, don't tell me that.
He's in
From
Texas,
Beatrice.
right? Yeah. He's Texas. Yeah.
Damn
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Don't tell, say less. No one say
Cool guy.
less.
I have no idea if he's like 19 or 50. I have no idea.
I don't know.
How old is he?
He seems like he's like maybe 40, almost 40 or something. Maybe I don't know. Who knows? He's your Uncle Laser. You know.
Uncle Laser. Of course. Of course. I have always debated doing like feet on OnlyFans.
That's a big thing. The
Yeah.
feet. I got commented on
me
my
see.
feet before.
Now you gotta pay.
Liam, how much money you got on you?
That is a big market. Feet.
No, and I've got little
Only
feet, so it's
Yeah.
like a little. I
Yeah.
got little girl feet.
Little
I got
girl
little
feet.
feet. So,
Yeah.
but I haven't.
Yeah, people are into paying for feet, like foot job situations. Shit.
There's a
like,
website I saw where girls like that you put pictures of your feet and guys pay you and they get to tell you what nail polish color you put on it. And so you just
It's
like
called
send,
Only Feet.
Only feet.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well yeah, you just like send a video of you getting a pedicure and like the little color and then boom, rent's paid.
Right.
I'll tell you something I like to do. So girls that don't have OnlyFans
Right.
and they don't do porn, you know, nice girls.
Like what?
I'll just send them $100 by Zelle, and they'll be like, "What was that for?" And I'll be like, "Oh, I was too lazy to go sub to your OnlyFans. You know, I'd rather just pay you and you know send me your best
Wow.
stuff." And then they say, "Oh, I don't have OF," and then you kind of sweet talk your way to get some nudes, and they're like,
you're grooming them.
I know that is so manipulative. Like, see how nice this feels to get
Oh my God.
$100.
Now imagine next time that'll be
Imagine
1,000.
5 guys giving you $100.
"Sounds creepy." Now they say,
I love that you're
This
like.
is how you build your
"See?
business, your podcast.
This is so
business."
sweet of me to help these nice girls.
"It's like you know, you give a little bit of crack to everyone on the corner."
Yeah, you give a mouse a cookie.
yeah.
What is it?
Get
Like you
them
give a mouse a
addicted
cookie,
slowly.
they're gonna
Yeah,
want like
exactly.
milk.
Yeah. Oh, my
Please
God,
don't clip
that's
that
funny.
part.
No, I won't clip that.
That's
part.
gonna be the promo.
That'll be the promo. Now, what your asshole story on the Basshole show? You had a.
Oh no! Oh shit!
You know what?
Like I know you hate that, but
No, it's all good. It's
I
all good.
really he's alive and well.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I was curious. I was
I wasn't
curious
there, but I already
of the
liked that
because I was watching some of that episode.
I know
and it
you
was
just
pretty
said you
funny.
hate when people
No,
switch
no,
it.
it's all good. No, I get it because it's
That
like
one is like fucked. If I say that,
no, I get it.
I think
get
it's the worst when you go on the show, you tell like your real asshole story, and then you lose.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, "Fuck! I just told everybody that horrible thing I
I
did,
came
and
third
I didn't
actually.
even win."
I was happy about that.
Who came second?
I don't know
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
rigged that for me.
I did not. I have nothing to do with it. Sometimes I'll decide if there's like a tie or some shit.
I
but-
got fucking cooked though,
yeah.
because everyone else they said
Yeah.
we really like your vibe. Story, you could have been meaner, you know, whatever. For me, they all said we fucking hate you. We
Yeah,
hate
they
that-
did. I was watching it today before you came over, and they were like, "We hate you. We hate your last name." Someone said.
Yeah.
Someone.
It fits with porn,
Nikki
though, it
Bond.
really
Nikki
does.
Bond was like, "I liked you when you were in the crowd." And that's
Now
about
I
it.
fucking once I heard you talk, I hate you.
When you were just a regular
Yeah.
human.
Usually they're not supposed to roast everyone that bad. They're supposed to just judge on the asshole story, but it got a little out of control. I think this.
I
last
got
show.
cooked.
A lot of people. Got
And then the
cooked,
guy, the guy on
You
the
heard,
far
like-
end. What was his name on the right?
Sid, or Naz, the guy with the long hair.
No, the other one.
Oh, Sid. Yeah.
Sid. So I see him. I went to Marco's show a few nights later.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Bro, you fucking destroyed me." And he was like, "That's the meanest I've ever been to someone in my life."
He was like, "I literally cannot stand you.
Yeah.
You're the worst."
That's hysterical.
broke my heart.
Yeah.
And then I had to come down. I brought a bunch of friends out for this Basshole thing too.
You did, yeah,
And
yeah.
you know they're all just sitting there like cheering me on, smiling, and then this guy's a fucking loser.
Did they have?
I
Any,
hate him.
Did they have any clue like what was going on or like what they were gonna go watch?
Yeah, I was like, so you
Okay.
tell your biggest asshole story. It's like a fun contest.
Right.
But then they saw everyone getting love, you know,
Like a cute
love.
little contest.
And then I'm the only one who got hated on. And I'm like, why did I bring 12 friends to this? I'm trying to sleep with that one. Not happening. I'm like, Manadia, you want to go home tonight? No one else will.
She will, yeah.
And she's already there, so might as well.
Not a dia. Oh my god, that's hysterical. Yeah, so a lot. I feel like these porn stars, they probably have a bunch of good asshole stories. I would imagine working in this industry over the years.
No,
They're
the nicest people.
the nicest people. Yeah.
Really, they are. Because you know what? Everyone in LA, fake fucking people. They're
Yeah,
nice
that's
to you
true.
till they get what
That
they
is
want,
true.
and then
Yeah.
you know they're all climbing to the coolest group and friends, and
Right.
they're the first ones to out you if it helps them. You know, I'm learning the hard way.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm from
doubt.
Canada. You guys have been here for
And-
longer.
I was
than
gonna, you do seem very Canadian and,
And how
nice.
long-
It's
how long
like,
have you been
benefit
here
of the
now?
doubt.
like 2.5 years.
Okay, so you're kind of new still. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of new still.
Yeah.
You know,
But
and
you're killing it, yeah.
well, thank you. I came here. I trusted everyone, and then everyone just fucked me over.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, oh,
Is
yeah.
that true?
My friends now, minus Liam, are completely new.
Okay.
Because
I did that too. My first year here, I hated it. I've been here 21 years, so I've been here a long time.
Okay,
But,
it's hard finding your people. At
no, it
first.
is.
Yeah.
My first year, I hated here. I had a group of friends who weren't the greatest like mix and stuff. I had a couple friends I moved out here with, but like you try to make new friends and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
right,
And
yeah.
then quickly, I was like, I gotta get rid of these people. And then,
Yeah.
it was a whole new batch, and you quickly figure out like who's like real, who's legit, who's loyal.
Yes.
And it's a hard city to do that in because it is a lonely city sometimes.
Yeah.
So you try to get out there, put yourself out there and stuff, but you.
But I'll tell you this: the porn girls are the nicest, sweetest. They don't give a fuck about anything.
Right.
They're not. They're famous. They're
Yeah.
rich.
Yeah.
They get cum on their face for a living. It's on the internet. Everyone can see it. They have
Right.
no fucking shield up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're honest.
Like, what do I have to pretend?
Yeah, you're
You've
getting the
literally
real.
seen
You're getting the
inside
real
inside.
fucking person.
Exactly.
They're the nicest people in the world. Porn stars. They really are.
Yeah, when I was like 24, 23 or something like that, I lived in the Valley, and my apartment manager was a porn actress, and I ended up hooking up with her for on and off for a couple of years.
Legend.
And that's
You
what
get a discount on rent?
No, I did not. But she wouldn't tell me her porn name for a long time, and then I finally found it out. But I was like, when am I going to live next to a porn star ever again? Probably. I was like, this is a sweet situation for what it was.
Yeah.
But she was a little crazy, But
Wait, so what made you want to do comedy then?
Oh, stand up.
Stand up, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's a comedy podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I see all other comedy podcasts are, they're stand-up comedians. I don't know. I felt like it was the next step for me.
You're like,
It's
oh,
also
okay.
what scared me the most.
Yeah.
It's been on my to-do list for 3 years.
Right.
Like, try it. Do an open mic night. And I've always been like, I'll write my set next week. And then Marco just booked me one night.
That's great.
And he's
That's the
like,
way
you're
to do
on
it.
next Thursday. I'm like, no, I need more time. He's like, fucking show up and do it. So Marco,
That's awesome.
I give him full credit.
Absolutely.
And
yeah.
then, first one was at Yamashiro on a Monday.
Okay, yeah.
And there was probably 24 people there, and 12 of them my friends.
How much time are you doing? Like 5? What are you doing?
Yeah, I did 7 minutes.
7 minutes? Okay.
And that didn't go that well.
No.
Because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And
Yeah.
just small, it's a tough room, eh? That Yamashiro
Yeah.
spot?
Are you gonna? It is, yeah. Are you gonna hit some open mics and stuff like that and work some stuff out?
What's that, Mike's?
Open mic.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've never tried an open mic.
You gotta come to open mic.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Like it's literally like
It's just like practice.
it's
like,
comics and you go up and you do your 5 minutes and you try shit out and sometimes people give you like little notes here and there or like
Okay,
you
that's
get
fine.
laughs
Yeah,
and
okay, I'll try that.
you gotta try that.
So I've done it 6 times now. I'd say 4 were good
Yeah.
and 2 were bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like most
Keep doing
comedians
it.
don't like start by actually doing shows. So that's impressive that you've kept with it.
Oh,
and,
thank
like,
you.
Yeah.
Well, it's all Marco. Marco just keeps
Marco's
booking me.
pushing you.
Yeah, so
So
I
you knew
kind
that
of
too. Otherwise, you would have just like sat.
I would've
back
never
for
done it.
another-
You wouldn't have
yeah,
done it?
couple
yeah,
months.
yeah, exactly.
But now you got the bug, you're gonna keep doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I do-
after a good set, it's
Yeah.
better than sex, right?
I mean when you get a high
And like
off
after
the
people
set,
were like,
yeah.
"That was so funny. and It was
Yeah.
so great."
So I have this new bit I'm doing. It's about I say that I fucked a girl, my ex porn girlfriend, and it's on Pornhub, and the Pornhub comments are roasting my small dick, and then I read the comments, and then it's went nuts. It was almost standing ovation on last week.
Nice.
People went nuts. I'm like, wow, I have my finisher, I have my punchline, I have my ender, and then I did it again at how do you say it? Kookaburra.
Kookaburra, yeah.
Crickets.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I guess it's a younger crowd joke.
Well, yeah. Sometimes
You have the room,
Sometimes you'll have a young crowd or like an older crowd that's not going to get.
You got to
anything you're
adjust,
saying.
right?
You got to
Yeah.
adjust what you're doing.
I only have 10 minutes though.
Yeah.
So I got to write more shit.
Very more
Yeah.
shit. Yeah. There you go.
But I do appreciate that you were like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure it out. And I
Right.
feel like a lot of people who are already celebrities, well known, who start stand up are
Right.
just like, I'm fucking amazing. I'm great.
Yeah. No,
I'm
that's true.
headlining. And like I feel like they don't have to try.
Yeah, no, it's
And
true.
then their fans will just laugh.
Yeah.
Right.
There's like, because we like you, we
Well,
like whatever
that's
you
the thing.
say.
Even if you
Right.
are famous or if you have a name or a following, whatever,
Yeah.
it's like you can go up there and be amusing for like
I
a
find-
minute or two,
Yeah.
and like they're excited to see you. But then after that, it's like, all right, what do you got?
Yeah.
It's like,
Well,
That's, like,
I
proven
find
a
that
little
about Matt Rife.
Yeah.
He's so charming and so good looking that people are dying laughing while it's not even punchlines.
Right.
He's just telling the story. It's not even a joke, and everyone's dying.
yeah,
Yeah.
I went to his Hollywood Bowl show. It was like nonstop. I'm like, I gotta hear the story. Stop laughing
right,
so
right.
much.
Yeah. I'm trying to pay attention.
I want to hear what happens. Shut the fuck up.
It's like that like little girl middle school mentality when like the cute guy's talking to you, you're like, oh my god, stop.
That's what it is with Matt Rife.
Yeah,
and
they're
that's the whole
excited to
thing.
see him.
Yeah.
No matter what,
yeah.
everything he says, they're like, oh my god, stop.
They
It's
waited
so
a year and a
funny.
half because they bought tickets on
Right.
pre-sale.
Exactly.
And then they're like, this is it.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a crazy situation.
You know?
Now, do you have a Basshole story that is YouTube podcast friendly that you want to share?
Yeah.
Anything that comes to mind?
Okay, so my first girlfriend, we dated 3 years. She was the love of my life, and we broke up. And she right away started dating this really hot guy. And she posts on Facebook, hey, I'm going to Quebec City this weekend. Does anyone have any recommendations? And then my friend Robbie, he says to me, hey, I used to live in Quebec City. Do you mind if I give her recommendations? And I said, no. Do the fucking opposite.
I love a petty.
Tell her all these fucking spots that are just locals know about, hole in the wall type
Right,
shit,
yeah.
and send her to the worst fucking place of all time. So he sends her this whole itinerary. Hey, I lived in Quebec City for 6 years. I played hockey there.
Right.
This is the best spot. We give them 1-star reviews as locals on, Yelp and shit, because we don't want the fucking tourists to come. But this is the best fucking spot.
Right.
What's your big night? She goes, Saturday night. Okay, Saturday. I'm telling you, go to this fucking restaurant. It was like a bagel hut or some shit.
I love
They get all
that
dressed
so
up. They
much.
walk in. He's like, she texts him. She's like, what is this? It's a bagel place? It closes at 9. And he's best fucking bagel you've ever had in your life. Best
Worth
bagel.
it.
It was the worst fucking food. Next night, Sunday, she's like, hey, what the fuck was that about? He goes, oh my God, I think it's new ownership. Okay, trust me.
No, yeah. They remodeled to a bagel shop.
Management.
It used to be a club.
This was speakeasy. It used to be bars.
He goes, trust me on this. This is the best fucking place of all time. I promise you that. And then later that night on Facebook, she posts a picture on Facebook of a rat running like just across her feet. He sent her to the biggest piece of shit behind this.
So
She
rat-infested place.
posts on Facebook, fuck Robbie, he's an asshole,
Yeah,
he ruined my
yeah,
trip, blah,
yeah.
blah, blah. And we're like, got him.
That's pretty
I
good.
love
Swear
that
to God,
so
true
much.
story. We did that.
That's
That's
pretty
the
fun.
best.
Yeah.
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 That's like a petty
That's,
revenge.
Yeah, the
big
revenge
petty.
like that is always good. Like when you can get under someone's skin like that, but it's like from afar.
It's harmless. Like it's,
It's harmless. Yeah.
but it's annoying.
Yeah, it's annoying. Yeah,
And it ruins
exactly.
their day. That's
yeah.
the. ruin
Yeah,
their life,
there's
just
stuff
their
like that.
day.
That's like I remember what was it? Someone one time someone did this to me once, which was fucked up. There was I was selling my old car, I think, right? And I put an ad on Craigslist to sell it, but I wasn't like quite ready to sell it yet because I was like in the process of buying a new one and whatever, So I put it up there, and then the guy texted me like, "Would like to buy, your Camry or whatever, And I'm like, okay, like I need like a week, and then I took it down and like took the ad down. And then he's like, where'd the ad go? And I'm like, oh, I just took it down because I need like a week to sell it, but like I got your number, whatever. He's like, I needed it. He's like, the ad was up. Like I wanted this car like tomorrow, like what the fuck? And I'm like, well, I'm not ready to sell it for like another week or two. And he's like, well, fuck you. Like something like that. And then like he took my phone number and like put it on Craigslist, like saying, hey, I'm selling this car. And then he like put it for like $100 or something. It was like, I had it like for like 10 grand or
Oh,
some
genius.
shit. So I had all these people
Let me write this one down.
I had all these people calling and texting. And no, like you wouldn't believe the amount of people. My phone wouldn't stop ringing for like
Fucking
for like
amazing.
3
Oh my
days.
God.
Genius.
3 days. And I went online, I saw the ad. and I was
Nothing you
like,
can do.
No, you can do anything about
Yeah.
it. And the guy's calling me, they're texting. I'm like, I had to turn my phone off for a day. And I was like, fuck, man, what an asshole. And I was like, and I literally was gonna sell it, but I was like, dude, just give me like a week. You know
I
what
like
I mean?
this guy.
Yeah.
I like this guy.
But I did think about it. And I was like, I kept that like prank. I was
like
like,
the
I was like,
psychological
I was like, if I ever
fuck
have someone like fuck with me like that, like I'm gonna do that Craigslist thing when you put the phone number
Yeah.
and do something, sell something really expensive for like nothing. Like my wife fucked me over. I'm selling her car, like shit like that. Like People will call. Yeah.
I've heard people do that for like, they'll be like free diapers and they'll put like their ex's number
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Craigslist and like just everybody is.
I've seen
texting
two.
them.
I've seen two online because I put memes on my Pillow Talk page.
Right.
By the way, most time-consuming thing of my whole life.
Memes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is going. I have a group with my 30 funniest friends, and they
Yeah.
send memes in it all day. But once a week, I take about 3-4 hours to go through them, and then rank them
And then put them
plan
up,
them
yeah.
when they're gonna.
Yeah, it's a lot of. It's
It's the worst, and I don't trust
shit.
anyone to
Yeah.
pick the good memes. I've tried to hire for it.
Do you do a lot of your editor? I mean, well, you have like sponsors.
Yeah,
Jerkmate
I
and stuff,
do
right?
a lot more
You do a lot
than
of
I
stuff.
should. Yeah, I do a lot.
That's why there's Addy Mondays. You guys.
Exactly,
I might,
exactly.
you know what? I might have to pick up Addy
I know. I'm
Mondays
like, that's
because
kind of
fucking best.
inspiring.
Change your
this,
life.
this shit definitely is a lot of work when you're doing it, like trying to do it every week.
Oh
everything
my
like
god,
that.
I'm just not motivated.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like, well, okay, 5 minutes of TikTok and then I'll get it, and then 5 is
Yeah,
like 30,
yeah,
and I'm like,
yeah.
well, now I need a nap.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, imagine just to prove how great this drug is, it shuts my dick off.
Yeah,
So I can't even.
You're not even like thinking about
It
going
not
out
thinking
trying
about
it's
to
like
jerking
you will
off.
not
Yeah.
be productive
Yeah.
unless you know you can't have
Yeah.
sex.
But two
today.
memes that I saw that we posted, one of them went pretty viral, and it's this type of petty shit.
Right.
One guy put his ex dumped him, and he said, "Hey, I'm giving away I forget how much money, like $50,000. I used to work at Star Wars, and I'm giving away $50,000 for whoever can leave a voicemail of the best Chewbacca impression and voice notes."
Those nerds. Came
And then
out.
the girl's just like, "Look what he did," and then it's just all these, it's hilarious. And then another one
That
I
is the
saw.
most annoying. You'd be
Yeah.
like, fuck.
Good, right?
Yeah.
And he put
That's pretty good.
Facebook and Instagram ads for it all over the place. This other guy, he plastered signs all over the neighborhood saying, "New brothel opened up." 24/7 brothel.
New brothel.
Yeah, must be tested. Show up with your test papers. Just walk in.
Yeah.
And then just had all these fucking like sex orgy.
Just fucking people showing up with
all
hormones and
day,
shit.
all day,
Yeah.
ringing the ding, ding, ding,
Oh
ding,
my
ding. It says
God.
24/7.
That's
They're
funny.
complaining. There was like a complaint department.
Yeah.
Like, did you guys get in? I couldn't get.
And then it takes them like especially if they like I found the ad because I put the thing on Craigslist. And I was like, oh, I put 2 and 2 together. Whatever. But like some people are like, I'm not gonna go on.
Like,
Craigslist
how did
and
this
look for
possibly happen?
Yeah, how does this
Fucking
happen? How's my house a brothel all of a sudden?
Oh my god.
So good.
That's hysterical.
Yeah.
I love petty shit.
Me
That's
too.
my favorite.
Yeah.
Like, petty with a purpose.
Yeah. Petty
love
with a
it.
purpose.
At one
There
point,
you
my
go.
Instagram was petty_king.
Really?
I was used to be prideful of it. And then one day someone told me, like, people are going to think you're a fucking asshole.
You're like, well,
I'm like, one day I'm going to be on the Basshole podcast. You watch.
Exactly.
I
There
know.
you
You
go.
watch. I'll be
Well,
when I get to the
you know what?
Basshole
I mean, a lot of
podcast.
people might think that you're an asshole, but I don't think you are. I think
No, I think you're so nice.
You're very charming. You're
Yeah.
very fun. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
It's
You
been-
guys are great.
It's been great having you.
I think
here.
it's like so easy for
Yeah.
like the adult entertainment industry for people to come off as like assholes or
Sure.
greasy or slimy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
whatever,
you're just
but-
like a wholesome guy who's like, it's just fun.
No, it's like you said,
thank
it's
you.
like some of the nicest people in the industry. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you
I
go.
love that.
Well, that's very kind. You guys are great.
No, well, thanks for coming on, dude. It's been really fun having you here.
Yeah,
Thank you
it's
so
the
much.
best.
Yeah. Ryan,
Also, Doug,
yeah.
I would love to be I know it takes a long time to earn.
No.
Go
I
up the
was-
rankings, but
I
I'd
was-
love to be a judge.
I was going to ask you if you wanted to do that.
I
wasn't
would
sure if
love.
you were
I
interested.
would
Yeah?
fucking love to judge.
All right. How
I'd love to.
how's July 9th? You want to do a Marco?
Yes.
Yes. Marco's on it.
That's
yeah.
so fun.
Yeah, let's
Yes,
do it.
that
Oh my
sounds
God,
great.
that's gonna be a
My
shit
birthday's
show of a
July
show.
8th, so
Do you
that's
think?
great.
Do you think any? Do you think a porn actress would want to do it with the two of you?
Yeah.
To be a judge.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, let's talk
I'll
and
get.
let's talk and figure that out.
I'll get Kazumi.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Let's figure it out. All
Kazumi
right.
will do it.
That'll be a good show. It'll be fun.
Okay, let's do that.
All right, awesome. Ryan, your podcast is Pillow Talk with Ryan Pownall. Make sure you guys check that out. If you haven't yet, everyone's watching it. It's super fun. Jess, you have any shows coming up?
I do. I have a show actually tonight.
Oh, nice.
But that's not
This'll-
doesn't mean anything for
no,
this.
this will air like. that weekend.
When do I have a show?
What else do you have going on? Anything?
I got lots of shows.
Oh, all right.
I got a show on Friday.
Sorry.
Friday in Hollywood, I got a show.
All right.
And then
What app is that?
in Ontario, just my
Ontario?
calendar.
You
And,
can swipe now?
I have an
She has
Android.
an Android. She's one of those. No, I
You know
make
what?
fun. I make
But
fun of her all the time.
For the record, his amazement at being like, "What app is that? You can swipe," was of awe and wonder
Yeah.
at my Android.
She's like my one friend where I text and I'm like, it's green. I'm like, oh fuck. Or
So
like, I'm
just
like,
the Android
You must.
calendar.
You think that we make group chats in WhatsApp and that's how the world operates, right?
I don't fuck
We
with
do that
WhatsApp.
shit for you.
I don't do
None of
WhatsApp.
us like it.
I don't. I'm like good. I thank you. You're thinking.
You're a
of
pretty
me.
girl. Don't you want to show your face sometimes
No,
on a call?
on a
What do you
FaceTime?
Google
On a
Meet?
FaceTime?
I don't want to FaceTime.
Are you Google
people.
meeting the boys after you
me
meet
You
send
them?
know what?
a
I've
Google
wanted to
invite for this.
FaceTime you a couple times now, and I'm
don't
like, I
wanna-
can't
Hey, she
do
meets
it.
a guy in the
Can't do it.
DMs. She's like, "Here's my Zoom link."
No, I Skype them. Okay.
Oh, you got Skype.
Oh, yeah.
You got Skype.
I
all
bet
right.
you do.
No, I like Instagram video or
Oh,
something.
Instagram
like,
video. All right,
Yeah.
all right.
I'm never in a position where I'm like, oh, I can FaceTime right now.
Let me ask you this.
Let me
ask you this. What would it take you to go to iPhone? Like, what would be the proposition?
Apple would have to sponsor me
Really?
each month and pay me $1,500.
Fucking nerd.
I will stick to my Android and my swipey cool calendar.
Yeah.
You
She's
can access the Google
she's
Sheets
very
from your
pro
phone.
Android. We've had this conversation multiple
I love it
times.
because I love that it's like anti everything
Yeah.
everybody else is. It's my favorite thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so hipster.
I want to be like, oh, and it's like the pain of so many people. Like, oh, green text. I'm like, I love that I'm an
Yeah.
inconvenience.
Let me guess, you hate
in your
black
life.
cherry White Claws too?
Yeah, lime only for her. Lime only. All right. Well,
Anyway,
this is
follow
the-
my Instagram. That's where all my shows
follow
are at.
her Instagram. And what else? Anything else we want to talk about? I don't think so.
There's
All
no
right.
basketball.
Shout out
of the
to my little gay assistant, Liam
Oh, yeah.
Riley.
week. Liam.
Yes, Liam.
Drag show.
Liam is
Liam's
here. Liam knows my cousin.
Bambi.
My
Bam-
cousin Brian Gatens.
Shout out to Brian.
Shout out to Brian. They
When's
know
the
each
drag
other.
show, Liam?
June 18th.
June
June
18th.
18th. Where's that at?
Mickey's in West Hollywood.
Mickey's
love
West Hollywood,
Mickey's.
June
They've got good
18th drag
drinks.
show.
He's
Let's go check that
incredible.
out.
It's
Let's
fucking
go see that.
It's the
Oh
best.
my God.
That's what, a Tuesday?
Yeah.
All right, let's
It's
check
so
that
good.
out. Yeah,
All
yeah.
my friends love.
Let's go see that.
Okay, let's go.
Let's do it.
gonna-
I haven't been to a drag
Bambi,
show in a while. Yeah.
Liam show.
Usually I would go every week. You know, why not? We're right here. Did you have a good? Did everyone have a good Pride?
I
Did,
didn't
anyone,
do it.
did you do anything?
I
did you go to the parade? Did you go to the parade?
No, I
No,
didn't.
no.
We were sleepyheads.
All right.
Because they have
know
to be
what
well rested for
I'm-
Addie Monday. Have
That's
you learned
right. Oh, that's
nothing?
right.
I'm
All
getting
right.
so-
Well, it was all weekend. Well,
I'm
there was
getting-
events all
yeah.
weekend.
Yeah, but the parade was yesterday, but
All right, I don't know.
Saturday.
I didn't go up there. The traffic was
The
too
gay
crazy.
is rubbing off on me. Like,
Yeah?
It's fun. You're like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
with this guy every day, and it's like Saturday we're out late at a bar, and
Yeah.
Marco was like, "Let's go to this fucking after party in the hills. It's gonna be sick." And I looked at Liam and I went, "Let's go watch Desperate Housewives." I'm like, I need to see what happens
Do
with
you go?
Edie.
Do you hang out
never
at Barney's a
watched it?
lot? Do you hang out at Barney's a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's insane to get in there now.
Yeah, but Marco hooked it up for. He's like the mayor there.
I know. I need to. I was there like a week ago, but I was there like at 5 o'clock and I left at like 7. But I've driven by there a couple times, like to maybe grab a beer after.
It's insane. Wednesday nights, karaoke nights, fucked.
I know.
Yeah.
I got to text you guys to get in. I guess.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
I know Franny that does the karaoke, but like it's still a pain in the ass to get in there.
We
I
have
always
to
feel like
pay
I'm not
him
cool
to get a
enough.
song.
Oh yeah, I can't imagine. doing
$40 to get a to get. I
$40?
want it that way.
Can't. Franny's breaking it
because
in
he
now.
wants it that way.
Franny,
okay?
I've known Franny a long time now. Yeah, that's funny.
I've been wanting to go to Barney's like since it's gotten cool, but I feel like I don't know. I'm not like cool
Let's
enough
go.
to be
one.
there.
You wanna
Let's
come with
go.
us?
I feel like I want to
Come
go.
with us
I
Wednesday.
feel like I have to get there at 2:00 and then just like hang out.
Oh my God, she's so
that
sweet.
They,
I wanna
they'll
go.
Be like, yeah, she can stay. She's.
They're gonna
cool.
see your phone and be like, "Get the fuck out."
I'm,
I know,
I'm
they're like,
working.
Android's
I'm
to
working
this side.
Bring
Wednesday.
a prop iPhone. Be like, "Look, I can fit in."
I'm done.
A little baby
I'm done
one.
with work on Wednesday at like 10, but like I want to go after work sometime.
Let's
Oh.
go Wednesday together.
Yeah,
All right.
You gonna go?
Yeah,
All right,
we
let's
usually go Wednesdays.
Let's go. Let's go. You want to go? Are you free?
This Wednesday?
Yeah.
I am. Oh no.
I'm gonna go.
I'm
I'm gonna go at like 10:30 though when I'm done with work.
Oh yeah. Okay. I have a show at 8, so I
All
can
right, let's
go
figure it
after.
out. All right, we'll figure it out.
Oh my
All right.
God! I'm gonna get to go to Barney.
Now people are listening to our plans.
Hey, make a group chat.
Yeah. Oh, we can, but you're gonna be pissed off.
You can make a freaking
Make a
group
Telegram
chat.
group chat.
You make a group chat. You can. I can
my
do
God.
little heart emojis. I know what y'all are
Alright.
saying.
We'll
I
see.
get it. You
We'll
can't
see
send
what happens
pictures,
on your
but
phone.
that's fine.
No, you can't send pictures. They come out like this little small.
You know what? But that's it. Okay, sorry. Last thing. That's an Apple thing. That's an
Is it?
Apple setting that you can change on your phone to
Oh,
get
really?
full
We can change that?
resolution Android
Well,
pictures.
why am I gonna change? Everyone I know has an Apple phone except for you. All right.
I have a swiping.
Ryan
button.
Pownall's podcast, Pillow Talk. Check it out. Jess has shows coming up. Basshole will be at. We're doing a Father's Day stand-up comedy show at the Improv on the 16th at 7 p.m. Grab tickets; they're on sale now. We got Joe Bartnick and Adam Hunter going to be on that show. And then we're going to do Basshole Storytelling again, July 9th, Tuesday at 9:45. And then Basshole will be in Amsterdam, July 20th. We're going over there, so that's going to be a lot of fun.
So cool.
And that's it. Follow the podcast. And remember, guys, don't be a basshole. But if you are, laugh about it. Ciao.
You've been listening to I'm a Basshole with Doug Bass. Follow us on Instagram at Basshole Show. Think you deserve to be on the show? Email us at contact@bassholeshow.com and visit our website at www.bassholeshow.com and get the latest information. Subscribe on Spotify or wherever you get your podcast fix. And don't miss the full videos on YouTube. Remember, don't be a basshole, but if you are, laugh about it. We'll see you next time.